Hey, happy day. Reflection. Today is day 499 of What's She Up To Now, doing quick documentation every day or journaling of what I'm up to as I transition from the brick and mortar world of corporate America and real businesses, traditional businesses, manufacturing, sales, retail, hospitality, restaurants, bars, product sales, to the online world, to the life on the internet, right? And today I'm reflecting because I woke up thinking about a bunch of things. Like sometimes your brain goes a million miles an hour or a million miles a minute. And my brain was doing that this morning when I woke up, and I was like, stop, slow down. And it was feeding me up for some reason, and I know why. A bunch of stories from the past, a bunch of old stories, and mostly all of the mistakes that I've ever made in my life, all of the things that I've ever judged myself negatively for. And I woke up and I'm like, I gotta get up. I can't be thinking in this track or along this line. And I thought about, well, why am I thinking up all of these ridiculous things, all of these things that I have judged to be negative? Because a lot of the things from my past that I've judged to be horrible and negative actually weren't bad at all. And other people would think, what are you talking about? That's not even a bad thing. And I'm thinking about that because in the 90-day challenge today, we are talking about old stories, and we're going to be doing an old stories thing because that's where all of our objections and limitations and thoughts and beliefs about what we can and cannot do come from. They come from the old stories that we tell ourselves. So my brain was serving me up this morning a huge passel of all of the old stories and things that, I'm like not necessarily want to remember, my divorce, my bad business partners, the mistakes I made in my career, choices, working at the wrong companies, dating the wrong people. I mean, I had the whole slew of it. It was like, really? And so I'm just kind of laughing this morning as I'm thinking about that and reflecting on what it is that I want and what I want to focus on. And I want to do a good job telling the old stories thing, but I didn't need that whole passel of stuff to be reminded of. So sometimes we just need to reflect on where we've come from and how far we've come, because a lot of times, I don't know about you, but I don't feel like I'm making progress fast enough. Like I'm not moving in the direction I want to go fast enough. I'm not getting what I want right now. I want what I want right now, right? We all want instant gratification in this day and age. I don't remember when I was younger that we expected instant gratification. We always wanted things, but we didn't expect them like right now. I was working with one of my coaching students yesterday, and we were having a problem with a tool that we both use. And we were walking through it, and we actually ran into something that I knew that was outside my capability. It's a programming back office, call the administrator thing. And when I get things like that, that's not something that I can fix. I can troubleshoot a lot of things, but that wasn't something I could fix. And so we were going to contact customer support. And this person wanted, to be dealt with immediately. Well, it's a tool that it's over 70,000 monthly users. So to think that you're going to send a message and get your answer immediately. And actually we got an extremely quick customer service. We were still on the phone talking when we got the whole problem solved and troubleshot. So that is like really fast customer service. Is it, you ask a question and you immediately get the answer? I mean, we Google something, we type something into the computer, a question, and we get an answer, within a millisecond. And we get lots of answers, and then we can find out what we want. But everything isn't like that. Where I got this cough. And we wouldn't even want it to be, right? I mean, we think we want it to be, but we wouldn't. If we thought something and it instantly happened, that would make for some really messy chaos, because a lot of times we think things we certainly don't want to happen, right? I know I think things sometimes that I wouldn't want to happen, and it's a good thing that they don't instantly happen. But we need to take time every once in a while and just reflect on, where am I at? Where do I want to be? How far have I come along that journey? Because it's always a journey. Our lives are about the experiences that we have. They're not about what we get or what we have or what we accumulate. When we're young, we think that they are, but at some point we realize that what's really important and how we measure success is how we feel, how happy we feel about our life, how satisfied we are with our life, how content we are, how much we're enjoying the experiences that we're having at any given time. And it's interesting because I pulled a card today that says, the measure of my success is my joy. The measure of my success is my joy. And that's so true. And if I look back on my life, the times that I've been the most successful and felt the most successful have always been the times that I'm happy. Now, is it because I'm happy that I'm more successful, or is it because I'm successful I'm more happy? I believe it's because I was happy that the success and my ability to appreciate what was going on was there. I was able to feel happy and feel successful because I was noticing what was working. And when we're noticing what's working, that makes us happy. If we're noticing what's not working, that makes us miserable. So today I challenge you to notice what's working in your life. Reflect on how far you've come from where you might have been before. And even if you feel like if you haven't come that far, focus on the things that are working. Focus on the things that you have achieved. Focus on the things that are great in your life. I mean, I've got some crappy things going on in my life. My health, my eyes are really bad right now. And that's a challenge for me. But I really don't let anybody know for the most part, because that's my challenge. And I'm not going to let that stop me or make me unhappy. But I could focus on that, and I could be really miserable, and I could feel sorry for myself, and I could be super down in the dumps and unhappy and negative. Well, what good's that going to do me? None. So I'm going to focus on the things that do make me happy. The wonderful people I have in my life, the wonderful things that are happening in my life, and then the things that are a kind of a pain, they're just not that important, and I don't let them steal my happiness. So today, 90-day challenge, working on that, working on projects around the house, because I've got to get moved. And it just seems like one step forward, 10 steps back when it comes to this particular project. But pretty soon it'll be done and the house will be sold, and I'll think, why on earth did it take us so long? Why was it so hard? Why were we making it so hard on ourselves? No idea, but we tend to do that. It's sort of human nature. We make things harder on ourselves than they possibly ever have to be. And we make them harder on ourselves than any other person on the planet would ever make them on us. With the exception of some abusive situations and relationships, but that's another story. So today, go out, make it a fantastic day. And of course, I will be with you tomorrow, probably having done some deep reflection today. Bye.